Welcome again back to CryptoJet, holders, shillers, and my fellow blockchain degenerates. Today, we're going to be talking about XLM or Stellar Lumens in some detail. We're going to cover the technical analysis, we're going to take a look at their project and what they do, and some news in the world of cryptocurrencies. So before we get into it, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the best crypto news, insights, and of course, my beautiful voice. Now, before we get into the technicals, let's take a look at some of the coin statistics. So Stellar has actually been here for a long time. Its price is at $0.36 at this moment, a 10% increase since yesterday, 21st coin on the market, and almost $1 billion of volume in the past 24 hours. Another important thing that I like to point out is that you can actually buy this coin on the two largest exchanges, Binance and Coinbase, which are the most trustworthy as well. Moving on to a little bit of news, Vitalik, the creator of Ethereum, actually the co-founder of Ethereum, says that in some ways the number of critics matter much less than the strength of the supporters when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Well, pretty much this is a universal sort of a global thing, right? Nobody cares about the critics. The supporters are all that matter. And I still don't understand why there are so many blockchain and crypto critics in the world in general, because it's created to provide more efficiency for us in the world in many different types of ways. So keep that in mind, right? This morning, Bitcoin drops $3,000 as Binance restricts access of Chinese users. Well, who even cares about news from China at this point? That's completely normal, and the market is doing fine. As you can see, Stellar is actually moving bullish at this point, right now breaking out of this sort of bull flag formation. So I guess I'm going to talk about that after we cover a little bit more news. Breaking, the US now has over 35% of global Bitcoin mining power. Very, very interesting. I actually personally thought it was perhaps some colder countries that had all of the mining power because they have less cooling costs, right? But apparently it's in the US. So moving on to Stellar, their whole motto is to move money like emails move. So it's a network for storing and moving money from one place to another. I recommend you take a look at their Twitter page. They have quite a big community, but we're not going to talk into too much detail about this. We're going to see one tweet which happened on the 6th of October that actually MoneyGram is integrating with Stellar to enable cash funding and payouts in multiple currencies. So it could be the US dollar, it could be the Japanese yen, and it's all happening through the Stellar network. So this is quite an amazing partnership, and I feel like it's going to be accounted for in the price in the next few weeks. So moving on to the actual website, first of all, you can see that you can register for the Meridian 2021 event that is covering exciting developments on the Stellar network and generally what's happening. So as we said, it's a network for storing, moving money. It's borderless, limitless, powerful, whatever. They make it possible to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money. So you can send dollars, you can send pesos, you can send bitcoins, you can send any of the forex pairs, for example, even Nigerian money, and everything is happening through the Stellar network. So they have an API as well that you can use on your phone. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And basically that's what it is. And the fees are small, and it's a very fast sort of transaction time. You can see how many operations they've done in the last 24 hours. It's a service that works, and it's a service that plans to be a global payment provider. You can see, if you're a developer, actually how the whole code looks. I have no idea what that means, but you can see also some of the things that are built on the Stellar network and actually operating with them. So you have MoneyGram, Satoshi Pay, CoinInvest, and Circle. Circle is the issuer of USDC stablecoin. So very interesting stuff here. Stellar is looking bullish at this point. If you look at the graph especially, we can see that we have broken out of one sort of corrective structure, right? Right about here. And we're currently creating another corrective structure that we're going to check on the lower time frame in a minute. But we actually did, on the daily time frame, bounce off of this level of support at the $0.2 mark multiple times, and are currently moving more bullish. So at this point, if we move on to the 4-hour time frame, we can see a very nice bullish flag formation right about here. And yeah, officially it's not actually broken out of yet, because I just had to draw it a little bit more nicely and more precisely on the 4-hour time frame. But if we look at it, it's a very clean bullish flag formation with the 50-period moving average undercutting the price. So at this point, I would expect Stellar to break out of this area with the minimum price objective found with the staff of the flag. First objective would be this zone or the zone of previous resistance, and the second objective would be at the break of the flag, so a little bit above the previous level of resistance or at the $0.5 mark. So that's the concept of minimum price objectives for you. Definitely bullish on this coin at this point, and we'll see if we actually potentially even break these 2 points. That's all for me today. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment if you have any future video ideas. Until we meet again, hodl for dear life, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.